Hey guys, and welcome to a new news episode. First, I want to go to a quick announcement here about the verification, from the niantic support. We're happy to announce that Alolan Marowak caught during Alolan Marowak Raid Day, which is happening in a couple of days, will know the exclusive move Shadow Bone. So we already speculated that. We knew that it has been found in the code, so it was most likely going to happen. I believe it was once cancelled before. A couple of months ago there was an announcement about Alolan Marowak Raid Day that was cancelled. I believe Shadowbone was mentioned as well there. Anyway, we have now full confirmation that Shadowbone will be happening for the Alolan Marowak Raid Day. So let's see what we can say about that. We have an analysis from GRE47. As usual, it's a very long article going into all of the different kinds of matchups with the different kinds of movesets. We're gonna try to find a quick summary. We got a comment here. Get one or several Shadowbone Alolan Marowaks when they are made available. It is a slight upgrade on Shadow Ball in most situations across the board. Bringing in several new wins due to Ball often being overkill by the time it comes, and Bone coming sooner and with sufficient power to finish the job. So the way that I read this is that basically it will take you a certain amount of fast moves to reach that Shadow Ball, and then once you throw a Shadow Ball, what they mean with overkill is that even if you would do 80% of the bubbles, it would still KO, right? However, you could get to Shadow Bone faster, so you need less fast moves, you get to that Shadow Bone, and then Shadow Bone will be just enough to take him out, which means that you will have more energy ready for the next Pokemon. So maybe you can do some chip damage on the next Pokemon, and that could win you the match. So that's basically what Jerry is stating here, that in many situations that Shadow Bone is going to do the job, and Shadow Ball would as well, but it's just overkill and it will save you some energy to use a Shadow Bone. So definitely seems like a good move. That does not mean that Alolan Marowak that is currently available with the Shadow Ball and the Bone Club moveset is not going to be relevant anymore. It still is. We had some information about PoGO as well that I stated in a previous episode. But yeah, you definitely want to get one of these from the raid day. Okay, what else do we have? We have another Niantic support announcement here, or it is about the rocket radars, or rather the shiny shadow Pokemon. So we can see that there was an issue preventing shiny shadow Pokemon from appearing in Pokemon Go. I was not aware of this issue personally. However, there has been a Reddit post very recently, 19 hours ago, 21, from Web Music, and he has stated that since October 20th, no shiny shadows have been announced in their local Discord anymore, which was very strange to him. So it started a discussion, and there were 445 comments. But basically what I feel has happened is that Niantic has found this Reddit post, noticed that it was strange, so they look in the code and oh, whoops, we accidentally turned it off. So then they announced it through the Niantic support that the Shiny Shadow forms will be appearing again now. And they have made a makeup box as well, so we can get 3 Rocket Radars, 10 Pokeballs and 3 Hyper Potions, 3 Revives for free. So you can pick it up right now. That will mean that we get 3 free chances at the Shiny Shadow, which is activated again now. So yeah, that was a little bit weird. I don't think many people were aware that the Shiny Shadow forms were turned off. So in that way it's a nice bonus that we can get 3 chances now. Now we're going to get into the interesting part, because the new community day has been announced for November, or rather community days, because there's going to be 2 separate community days with Magmar and Electabuzz. So let's go into the official announcement here. Okay, trainers, for some of you around the world, November marks the beginning of the holiday season. It's a great time to reflect on what we're thankful for, such as our community. In celebration of the spirit of community, we're excited to announce that there will be 2 separate community day events in November, one featuring Electabuzz, the electric Pokemon, and one featuring Magmar, the Spitfire Pokemon. So, the first one is going to be Electabuzz, and it will be on November 15th, from 11 AM to 5 PM local time, so it will be again a 6-hour event, which is great. Electabuzz will be appearing more frequently in the wild, you're getting it as shiny. Evolve Electabuzz up to 2 hours afterwards to get the move Flamethrower on Electivire. Take a few snapshots, so probably 5. There will be a special one-time purchase Electabuzz community box available 1280 coins as usual, and the usual type of rewards. Here it will be an Elite Vest TM, event exclusive timed research, and field research that will be available. By completing timed research, so that's the one in the today section, which is free for everybody, but you need to do it during the event, you'll be able to earn Sinnoh Stones and other items. So these Sinnoh Stones is going to be important because you need them to evolve into Electivire, the Electabuzz. There will be another $1 ticket for the community day, so that's always the same. Like you can get a couple of encounters, you will get some Stardust, you will get a Puffin, a Rocket Raider. You know how it goes by now. We have Elekid will be hatching from 2km X. So that's definitely interesting, especially because the bonus is 1/4 hatch distance. So that means that a 2km egg that you placed in your incubator during the event will only take you 0.5 kilometers to hatch. Of course, we will have to see if literally all of the eggs that you're going to pick up during community day will be Elekid eggs or at least 2km eggs. I doubt it, but yeah, that might give you a good chance to try and hatch a shiny Elekid during the event, which is definitely going to be a whole lot rarer compared to trying to get the Electabuzz shiny in the wild. That should be easy. Should be a 1 in 50 chance to get the Elekid, as the babies always have a 1 in 50 chance. It would be great if they boost it to 1 in 25 just like Electabuzz, but I doubt it. The incense is also going to be lasting 3 hours still. So remember that you could get like one spawn for every 90 seconds. So that adds up to 40 in an hour, I guess. So 120 for 3 hours, 240 if you go and incense the entire 6 hours. So yeah, that should definitely give you a couple of shinies extra. Then Magmar Community Day will be the next week, but on Saturday. So this one is on Sunday, and then 6 days later on Saturday, November 21st, from 11 AM to 5 PM, again 6 hours. And it's basically going to be kind of the same thing, just with a different evolution species. So here we can see Magmar in the wild can get shiny, Magmar up to 2 hours afterwards, but this time it will know Thunderbolt. So they did a nice little trick that the electric Pokemon will actually get a fire move, while the fire Pokemon will get an electric move. And that of course is going to be relevant for PvP, but more about that later. We'll get the 5 snapshots again, we'll get another box with an Elite Charge TM this time. So on the 15th we'll get the Elite Vest TM, and on the 21st the Elite Charge TM. Then, of course, timed research, again the same, with field research task, and you can get the Sinnoh Stones, because for Magmar it's the same story, you need a Sinnoh Stone to evolve it into Magmortar. We get another $1 ticket, probably again the Puffin and the encounters and the Rocket Radar, and Magby will be hatching from 2km X. So you can see that it's kind of the same thing as with Electabuzz. Of course, the bonus is also the same, 1/4 hatch distance, and the incense will last 3 hours. So yeah, definitely very nice that we can get 2 community days in 1 month. I think they are nice Pokemon as well. I think people do enjoy to get these Pokemon shiny. I feel like the Magmar has been easier before to get shiny because it has already been released in the wild with several events, while Electabuzz has never been released as a shiny in the wild, and you could only get the Elekid from the eggs, and lately it has been impossible to get Elekid from the eggs almost, or very rare. So I definitely think that in that case the Electabuzz Community Day is the more interesting one of the two, but they're still nice, both of them. Okay, let's see, what else do we have? We have a quick infographic here from Couple of Gaming, so we can see here it is going to be Magmar. Of course the weather should be sunny if you want this one weather boosted, and for Electivire it should be rainy. You can see the box and the 3-hour incense, hatch distance, Magby, photo bombs, and here we can see what they look like as a shiny. And then the same story for Electabuzz, and you can see here what they look like as shinies, and the same kind of rewards. Then PvPoke about the new movesets. Electivire and Magmortar do a cute type swap. Neither of these will be particularly meta changing. Thunderbolt Magmortar is a bit more impactful. Electivire may prefer to stick with Ice Punch. Our dual community day is a fun idea though. Okay, so he's basically stating that Electivire with Flamethrower doesn't really have any play. Okay, you know, it's always nice when they add a new moveset because you can catch people by surprise, or people will always have in the back of their minds like, oh, it could have Flamethrower, so I have to watch out for that. Maybe you'll get an extra shield because of that. So in that sense, it's definitely going to be nice, but it seems that you don't actually want Flamethrower and Electivire because Ice Punch as a second move is still better. And for Magmortar, he is stating that it's not going to be meta changing, but it will have some sort of an impact for Magmortar to have that Thunderbolt. So yeah, doesn't seem like it's going to be the most interesting community day in terms of meta changing moves, but it's still a nice addition. Then this is for the Halloween Cup from PvPoke. So I have shown this once before, but now this is day 2, so he's actually updated the rankings. And we can see now that something like Quailfish, for example, is rank 5, doing very well. You can see Mandibuzz, Galvantula, Beedrill, Skuntank, all of these Pokemon performing really well in the Halloween Cup at the moment. Of course, Azumarill is still on top, and Marowak is doing very well too. I think it's unfortunate that the Marowak raid day wasn't 1 week earlier, because then we could have seen how that Shadow Bone was going to be played out during Halloween Cup. Now it will be coming basically right after the Halloween Cup is ending, so that's a bit unfortunate timing, I would say. Pokeminers, trick or treat with some new stickers pushed to the game. We can see what the new stickers look like. I believe you can get them in the shop or from gifts. And also some new assets updates to the Pokemon Home. As we know that Pokemon Home integration is coming soon, where you can transfer your Pokemon from Pokemon Go to Pokemon Home. And remember that you cannot transfer them back. So as soon as you have transferred to Pokemon Home, there's no way to get that Pokemon back to Pokemon Go, because it's impossible to transfer a Pokemon from Home to Go. So yeah, some new updates on that should be bringing us closer to that. Okay, a raid hour is coming today from 6 to 7 p.m. For Darkrai. And finally I wanted to talk about this article from Hero 4 about the shiny costume Gengar. So we speculated about the shiny rates. As I stated before, I don't have official numbers from any source. It's really hard to come by at the moment. But we speculated that it might be 1 in 60. And I thought this article was important to share because it seems from the comment section here that 1 in 60 might be too enthusiastic a thought from us. It seems to be lower. We can see here Xkasu, one group, over 500 total raids, only one person got it once. So one shiny in 500 Gengar raids. With a small group, 35 people, hundreds of raids, only one shiny Gengar. So it seems that the people in the comment section are stating that here 0 out of 365. It seems at this point that it's unlikely that it's a 1 in 60 chance. It might still have a boosted rate, boosted chance, maybe like 1 in 128. But it's also very possible that it's not boosted at all, which is just going to make it very hard to try and get this shiny. So I wanted to share that so you can decide based on the new information if you want to continue hunting for that shiny costume Gengar. And that's everything for today. So when more information comes out, we'll make a new episode, and I will see you then.